Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. I finally did it. I finally started a YouTube channel, which has been a goal for so long for me, but welcome. This is scary. I wanted to start a YouTube channel because I wanted to connect with more people, first of all, but I also wanted to show you the reality of what it's like in my career and in a creative industry. So I am a photographer and videographer. That's my kind of full-time income, but I also do influencing full-time. So that's just a little disclaimer. However, they are both very similar. It's just in front of the camera and not in front of the camera. So I'm really excited to show people more the reality and be a little bit more transparent. So my YouTube channel is going to be filled with vlogs, hopefully a lot of travel, fashion, a couple of videos where I'm just being transparent. So I'm excited. I'm very excited. I'm very nervous, but I'm very excited. But anyways, today's video is going to be a Q&A, which this is going to be my first video I post, just because then you get to know me, you get to know what I'm doing, and we can kind of become friends. So I put a Q&A question box on my Instagram a couple of months ago, and I've recorded this video 3 times. Okay, so I think this is pretty fitting as a first question, but what is your sun, moon, and rising signs, and when is your birthday? So my birthday is the 10th of August 2002. My ascendant sign is a Leo. My zodiac sign is Leo, and my moon sign is in Virgo. How do you have the confidence you have? So I wouldn't really think of myself as a confident person. I'm really insecure, and I think my Instagram makes me look like I'm confident, but I don't really like getting photos. I'm very, very shy in front of the camera. I only look confident because I'm taking photos with my mum pretty much. Mum takes all of my photos. My auntie will come take photos sometimes, or I'll take out my tripod, but even when I'm in front of the tripod, I'm still really nervous. So I definitely don't consider myself as a confident person. I have little bits of myself that I'm insecure about, but I'm definitely working on that. And like me becoming a content creator is a little bit of a journey of self-love, so I definitely think that has helped me heaps. What is one thing you wish you could tell your high school / younger self? Probably to stop taking everything so seriously. I tend to take a lot of things seriously, and it's a big problem for me because I always think about the future, and I'm always worried about the future, and I think I'm slowly teaching myself not to fear that. It's gonna happen, and you can't really control it. And I think I have a lot of anxiety about not controlling things and not being able to control a situation, not in the sense of you do this, you do this, you do this. It's more so in the sense of predicting what's going to happen, because I need time to sit down and ground myself and process. That's just how I roll. So probably not take things as seriously and just live your life a little bit more. Do what you want. Stop stressing over school, because if I could go to my younger self and tell her, you're actually not going to go to uni, so don't even stress about Atar or anything like that. Stop stressing about it, because you're not actually going to go and you are going to be happy in your career. Just sort of reassure myself that it's all going to be okay, and sort of just to trust the process, and yeah, have fun, hang out with your friends as much as possible, enjoy your time, and don't listen to other people. Who are your biggest fashion inspirations? Okay, my biggest fashion inspiration is probably Endlessly Love Club, so Jen. She is amazing, her content is amazing, just a general aesthetic, she's just that cool, she's the cool girl that you want to be. I also love Matilda Scherf. She is my biggest summer inspiration right now. I've been looking at her account lately, trying to get inspiration for what my style is going to be like this summer, and I keep going to her. So I love her. She's always so smiling, she's always so happy, and I feel like she's just the nicest person. I love Sky Reachley. She's so cool. I love her content. Vanessa Lee. I'm friends with this girl, and she's literally the nicest person ever. She's actually doing an influencer academy, so definitely check that out if you want to become an influencer, because she is just this pro. She's amazing in what she does, and she's so nice. I love Disco Daydream, so Lauren Johnson, and she's just chic, she's cool. She reminds me of Endlessly Love Club, so I love her style. So they're my fashion inspirations. I am inspired a lot by Pinterest sometimes, but they are my go-to people when I want to quickly figure out an outfit. Silver or gold jewelry? Definitely gold. You will not see me in silver. I do not wear silver. I just think gold complements my skin tone a little bit more, so I love that. But I used to wear silver a lot when I was in my boho phase. Then for my year 10 formal, my mum gave me this necklace that her nonna and nonna gave her mum. It was just so beautiful. So then I just started wearing gold because I kept wearing that necklace and these 2 gold earrings, not these ones, but a different one. How do you deal with what other people think of you? So I really struggle with this because I'm so insecure. I think it's taken me a while to sort of care a little bit less. I've been working on this with my psychologist and working on how to be less insecure and probably care less. So say there's like 100 people in a room and 99 of them are like, yeah, you go, you're doing amazing, we love you. But I seem to focus on that one person all the time. So I'm trying to change my focus and shift perspective and focus my energy on those people that are supporting me. And it's definitely not like instantly, here we go, I'm not going to care anymore, because it's human nature to care about what other people think. And I think the biggest thing is just doing what you want, because you're going to regret it. And those people are probably insecure, to be honest. So definitely just, I don't know, it's hard to say don't care, just don't care, like do what you want, because like, you're always going to care. Be proud of yourself and know that you are on the right path, and if they don't agree with it, then they aren't worth your time. What are your favourite clothing brands, big and small? So my favourite big clothing brands are Meow, Realization Par with Jean, Nagnata, Alias May, Charlie Holiday, Mirror Police, House of Sunny, Sporty and Rich, Zara, For Love and Lemons, Inamrota, Zulu and Zephyr, and probably Jerk Avenue. I don't know if that's a big one or not. These are what I consider big. I love all them. So my favourite clothing brands that are small are Brilliant, Sorry I'm Busy, Observe Gallery, and Palo Santos. I just had the biggest freak out just then after mentioning my mum's earrings, because I was going through my jewelry before and I was like, oh, where are those earrings? And then I thought about them and I'm like, oh my god, I actually don't know where those earrings are, but I found them. It's all good. Sorry, Mum. I'm just having a quick little online shopping break. I have this problem right now with shopping. I'm just purchasing a blazer of Depop. Actually, probably should not be purchasing that. I'm investing in myself, let's call it that. Okay, anyways, let's go back to the questions. What are your favourite skincare products? I use Dermalogica religiously. I want to do a video on my skincare routine and all that. What are your future plans? I want to build a house and obviously get married and do all that kind of stuff. I want to travel as much as I can and sort of create a successful photography and videography business. I do weddings, so I'm working on that at the moment. I want to be able to expand my social media a little bit more, and obviously I'm doing that with YouTube, but I want to be working more with fashion and all that kind of stuff, get invited to events and all that kind of stuff. I don't know, it just seems really cool. I do want to be able to make most of my income off social media so I can focus more on that, but also reduce the amount of weddings I have to shoot, so then I can focus more on those couples and make it more of a unique and well thought out experience. What is your favourite photo on your Instagram? So this is probably my favourite photo of me. I think just because I look so happy, I like it a lot, and I think it wouldn't be like the first choice. Like, I do like a lot of my serious posing ones, but I think I prefer just me being happy. It's more me, like I love my smile. Yeah, I think it's just a nice photo. Where is your ultimate travel destination? So probably the Amalfi Coast is my ultimate travel destination. I want to go to Greece and Croatia. I've been to Paris and Dubai and I love them, but I do want to go to like Jordan and Turkey and Egypt too. I am the kind of person that you could send me anywhere travel wise and I would enjoy it. Like, I'd be able to find something I like about it. I think that's because I'm a photographer and videographer and I love being able to capture that diversity of where we live and different cultures and all that kind of stuff. I'm very, very open to wherever I travel. Do you read, and what are your favourite books? So I don't read, and I've started to read a little bit. I'm reading this book called How to Be Perusian. It's a very funny book, so that's why I'm reading it. I do want to get into reading a little bit more. That's my goal for summer, is to read and go down to the beach like once a day and go read. So if you have any suggestions, let me know. But my favourite kind of books are ancient history books. So I love ancient Rome, ancient Greece, ancient Egypt, like all that kind of stuff. I love learning about that. I like self-help books, but I also am a sucker for romance books. I love anything to do with romance, so that is definitely something to consider. So let me know if you have suggestions. Where are affordable places to shop on maintaining fashion, sustainability and style? So I can definitely say that my fashion so far has not been, or it kind of has. I do not have, like, I've collaborated with, yes, brands that are not sustainable, and I have had many girls come on to me on Instagram and attack me and sort of just have a go, and that's fine because that's what they believe in. And I'm not saying that I believe in fast fashion, because I'm definitely trying to stay away from that. I have been trying lately to support slow fashion a little bit more, and there are amazing brands. I think the biggest thing is supporting a small business that has on their webpage how they're sustainable, and also people who do made to order stuff. They are always amazing, and I know a lot of brands like that. I recommend supporting small brands. My whole umbrella over this topic is support small brands. What does a typical day in the life look like for Sienna Kitchener? I have a very boring life, and this is why, like, so many people message me asking me to do vlogs and asking me to start a YouTube channel, and I was just kind of like, I literally do nothing. Like, I have a terrible social life. I prefer being at home a little bit more. I used to be an extrovert, but now I definitely think I'm an introvert after COVID and all that kind of stuff. I've been trying to wake up early, so lately I've been waking up around 5:30, but typically I'll wake up around 6:30 and get up then. I'll do like a little bit of exercise, but I'm not allowed to do much exercise anymore because I've just screwed my neck and my back, so I just try and go for walks, even though it is very rare. I'll start working around 9 after having breakfast and all that kind of stuff, and I have lunch around 1, and I'll keep working until about 7, 10. I'll work a little bit later on my computer, so a lot of this stuff is on my computer. If you'd say, like, what's a day in a life as being a content creator and shooting content, like a content day, it would probably be me getting ready around 9:30, 10 o'clock and going out and shooting at about 11:30, 12. I'd come home around like 2:30, and then I'd go edit all my stuff and try and schedule my posts. But I do live a very boring life. Like, there's no, like, I wouldn't say any of that's just like, oh, that's so fun, like, oh my god, like, it's not that exciting. How do you deal with anxiety / strong emotions in general, jealousy, anger, etc.? So this is a good question, because I do struggle with a lot of strong emotions. I feel things very hard, but at the same time I kind of brush things off a lot. It's like, emotions are so weird, and I feel like my emotions are weird as well, like just like everyone else's. I am a very emotional person, but then I'm not at the same time. It's very weird. But when I am emotional and feeling anxious, because we all know that I struggle with a lot of anxiety, I like to take a few deep breaths and just sort of go, is this worth getting upset about? And I try and think, okay, can I change this? Like, if it's something I can't change and I'm just getting anxiety about it, I'm wasting time. Like, it's pointless. Like, me being anxious is not going to change it. So I try and do that. But in saying that, it is really hard to be present sometimes when you have anxiety. And I completely understand that struggle, and I deal with that daily. I'm such an anxious person, so I think just taking deep breaths and journaling and doing that will really help. What are your current goals? So my current goals is definitely growing my Instagram and my YouTube and that kind of stuff, creating a healthier lifestyle. Like, I'm a healthy person, I eat good food, but I do need to exercise and eat a little bit more healthier. Probably more paid collaborations. I always talk about this, it's the biggest thing. I want to move on to more paid collaborations. Starting a blog, that's all I'm going to say. And finishing my website for my photography. That is definitely something I'm working on. Also, improving my mental health. That is something that I am very focused on right now. What is your favourite place you've ever been to? So I'm a little bit biased on this because my family on my mum's side are all from San Giro over in Italy. and it is so beautiful. Like, it's just the most gorgeous place. So it definitely has to be my favourite place because it feels like my second home. But probably Paris and Dubai and the Amalfi Coast. They are my 3 places that are not like with no like family attachments or anything like that. Favourite staple items of clothing. I want to do like a cool wardrobe capsule kind of thing, but I love a black dress. I think that's a staple. I love a pair of jeans and a pair of like suit kind of pants, linen shorts, and a white shirt, like a white cotton shirt that's a bit bigger. Obviously there's heaps of different staples, like especially like this set is from Bast the label and it's amazing. But stuff like that, I love being able to get sets because then you can style them. Like I can style this jumper with anything. But I think that my biggest tip is buy basics because you can style with them as much as you want, and you can get like a accessory that's a colour and that makes it pop, it brings that outfit to life. What camera do you use in your travel diaries? So I use a Canon R. I'm lucky enough to work with Canon and to be in close contact with them. So I did a program 2019 and they gave me the Canon R and the 35mm lens, and they mentored me and I've been able to do heaps of campaigns with them. I think there's a campaign right now that is out and about. It's the Time for a Camera campaign and I was the face of that campaign, and I collaborated with them on that, and all of my photos that are a part of that are mine. So I am excited, I think all of them are mine, I don't know, but I'm excited about that. Canon are an amazing camera, and it's not just because I work with them, but I used them before I was working with Canon and they're insane, like it's next level. When did you want to pursue photography and videography? So I started when I was 12. I started doing a few paid jobs, which was awesome, but when I was about 15 I started working with Canon and it started getting a little bit more serious, and then I stopped in about, I think it was like the start of last year, 2020, and I was like, there's no point in me doing this career, like I don't think I'm going to do it. I said to my mum one day, she was sitting down, and I was like, I know that photography is not going to be my career. Like I just know that it's a dream. It's not realistic. I just didn't know what to do. So I was going to go to uni and do early childhood and education. And I was like, yeah, this is awesome. It's my plan A, photography is my plan B. And then it was the day of uni and I was like, nah, can't do it. It's not my thing, it's not my dream. I was just like, I'm young, I'm 18, well I was 18 at that time. And I need to follow my dreams, and I know that I'm going to regret it if I don't, so I decided not to go to uni, and that was probably the best decision of my life. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? So I'll be 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. I'll be 24 in 5 years time, and I think I'll either be building a house or have got a house or buying. Hopefully maybe engaged, I don't know. I hope I'm in a financially comfortable situation, but I know that that's going to take a lot of hard work, but I'm prepared for that. Kicking, career goals, and hopefully investing a little bit more. I'm really interested in investing right now. Can you do a what I eat in a day video? So I get this a lot and I don't know why, but I don't want to do a what I eat in a day video solely for the reason that I'm not 100% comfortable yet with my eating habits. I'm not 100% comfortable yet with sharing that. I don't think I have like a good routine yet of eating and eating healthy. So when I get into that routine, I'll definitely do something, but I think for now I don't want to set that example if I'm not eating the right foods. I don't want to set that example for people. What is your favorite food to make? This I can answer because my partner and I do the best salami ara ever. And as an Italian, I think that it is a little bit offensive to Italian culture because it's carbonara with salami. And when I first told my family about it, they were like, ew, that's so weird. But it is literally the best thing I've ever made. I do make a good scrambled eggs with salami. I love salami. But that's good. My favorite snack is apple and peanut butter, but going back to salami ara, don't mock until you try it because it's amazing. How did you get through high school? I struggled a lot, but I think I got to the point where I decided to stop caring as much in terms of grades and doing all that. I think I'm a smart person in the sense of I would get high B's and 90s and 80s and like A's and all that kind of stuff, and I think that when I put my mind to something I can definitely do it. But it got to the point where I was starting to get really depressed from school, and I had other stuff going in my life. I had other people to take care of and help out. I couldn't really focus and put my 100% into school, and I have like this weird thing of I can't do something just like 50%. I have to go 100% in and put everything in, or I can't do it at all. Yeah, I definitely think that I struggled a lot, and I ended up, for my HSC, and my business teacher is going to kill me for saying this, but for my HSC, I watched the Bachelor finale the day before doing it because that was more of a priority for me. But yeah, I don't encourage that. I encourage trying at school and doing all that kind of stuff. But for me, my mental health couldn't take it, so it got to the point where I had to choose my mental health over some marks that I eventually actually didn't even use. I did get bullied a little bit. I struggled with friends a lot. I struggled to get along with girls when I was in a big girl group, and I think that's just because I don't know. I actually don't know. Like, people created fake accounts to bully me about my blog that I had, bully me on my YouTubes to tell me to go unlive myself, to say that I was cringe and gay, which is not an insult. I don't know why people use that as an insult, but anyways, it definitely made me a stronger person, but high school was so hard for me. So hard for me. What did you study in high school? So I did English Advanced, and then I dropped to English Standard. I did CAFS instead of maths, so Community and Family Studies. I did art, business, ancient history, and early childhood. I think I liked my subjects that I did. Ancient history, although I love ancient history and learning about it, that was probably my most hated subject. No, English was my most hated subject. I hated English. Hated. I'm good at writing, but I just hate all of the questions and all that, and all the books we had to read. Like, they were so boring. But art and early childhood and business was so much fun. I was really good at business. I don't know why, but I was good at it, so I loved that. And art, I was really good at it as well because I'm a really creative person, so I loved that. What was your Atar score? I don't know why, but I get asked this so much, and I think, I hate when people ask people about the Atar and what do you get for your Atar? Because when we got our Atar, so many people messaged me and I just didn't tell anyone. So this is the first time saying what I got for an Atar. But when I got my marks back, I got 90s and 80s in all of my subjects. But because I did low ranking subjects, I got a 70 Atar. And it scaled badly and all that. We did half of our year online for online schooling, so that's definitely something. I was definitely hard on myself, but 70 is not a bad score. So if you have gotten 70 before, that is definitely not a bad score. It was just the fact that I hadn't, I knew I could have done better. I knew I could have tried better, but at the same time, my mental health was so bad. So 70 is what I got. Why did you quit your job? So if you don't know, I quit my contracted job as a videographer and photographer, and I posted a little bit about this, but it was mainly for the reason of my mental health. And I left high school and I left uni for the sake of pursuing my dreams. And although I was doing videography, I was like, yep, this is awesome, getting paid really good money, amazing money, but I wasn't happy and I wasn't chasing my dreams. I was stuck in a rut and I didn't have time for myself and for my business, and I was burning myself out so quickly. So I decided to quit that and do influencing and photography and videography full time on a non-contracted basis and do freelance work. So that was good, but there were many reasons to why I quit, but that was mainly the one of them. So thank you so much for watching this video. I will eventually post an influencer Q&A because I did get a lot of questions about that, but welcome to my YouTube channel. thank you for getting to the end of this video. It was a long one. Thank you for asking questions, and thank you for being here. Like, I'm so appreciative of the support that I get, and I'm excited for this new kind of path that I'm taking. But let me know if you have any questions and any video ideas, because I need them. So thank you for watching and have an amazing day.